Sometimes, when the sky stretches too far and silence fills the corridors of my mind, I close my eyes and feel you like a pulse that maps my heart back to where it belongs. You are not just a person to me, you are the direction that all my thoughts lean toward, the constant truth I follow even when I am lost. Every whisper of wind carries your essence, every tremor in my chest resorts to you are the certainty by time I have memorized the gravity of your touch, how it anchors me when the world drifts away. My soul moves toward yours as if drawn by something older than time. Wherever you exist, love is north. I never understood what it meant to belong somewhere until your voice became the sound that steadied me. Before you, I was a map without a landmark, a sea with no shore to greet us, naived and wed. It is strange how love becomes both a tether and a freedom, how I can be held by you even from a distance. You have taught me that home is not a place, but a feeling, not a room filled with light, but a heart that beats in rhythm. When you speak, your words navigate me through uncertainty. When you are silent, I still hear direction in the quiet. You are the chart and the journey, the moon and the tide, the one who turns my wandi. There is something sacred in how your eyes meet mine, as though every question I have ever asked finds its answer there. You carry the peace of morning and the promise of dusk. I could write ends. The world might call it infatuation, but I know it is devotion. You make me believe that even in chaos, love can still be the most precise instruments. Love can still be the most deep, unshaken, that weeded emotion. You do not just lead me, you remind me who I am when I forget. Every thought, every dream points back to you. You are not my escape, you are my horizon. Nights are longest when I crave your nearness, when the stars seem like scattered memories. The farther I am from you, the clearer I feel your gravity pulling. Sometimes I whisper your name into the darkness, and it echoes back through the silence, like a vow. And I promise, if life ever sets us adrift, I will not panic. I will follow the quiet pulse inside me, the one that has always known your direction. I have watched countless suns rise, but none have painted your existence that outshines the morning itself, not because it blinds, but because it reveals. With you, I see my Thor. When you look at me, you don't see the crown or the expectations that surround me. Yet, I would not trade it for any certainty the world offers. You are the truth I follow when everything else feels like a performance. Sometimes, I wonder is destiny, mine, two souls meant to wander until they recognize the echo of the othereth. When I first met you, it was not lightning or dramite. Since then the days have taken on meaning beyond duty, beyond expectation, the smallest more laugh. Even when I must wear the weight of my name, your love reminds me that I am still human. The world might see me as composed, but with you I am something entirely different. I am tender, unguarded, alive. You dismantle every layer. In your eyes, I rediscover softness, that kind that feels like forgiveness. The kind that turns longing into peace. When I speak to you, I do not think of wording, they flow like current. Between us the kited turp. You have become my quiet rebellion against the world's expectations. The proof that love is not weakness, but courage in its purest form. There are nights when I dream of us walking through endless fields, where time seems to dissolve and only the rhythm of our steps remains. I see your hand reaching for mine. In those dreams, I understand what it is, spend and mob. What made the spended moment for ik. Even across borders, duties and unspoken rules, our hearts speak the same language. You have become my unseen horizon, the place my soul returns to in every speed. I often wonder if you feel it too, the invisible current that runs between us, drawing us closer, no matter how far we drift. It is not a force that can be explained, it simply is. Yet within that ache is a strange comfort, for it reminds me that love is alive. I only need the certainty that no matter what paths we take, they all bend back to one another. You are my compass, not because I follow blindly. There is a strength in love that defies silence. You are that strength for me to calm after every unraveling, when the world grows loud and expectations tighten like thread. You are my clarity, the space where noise dissolves into peace. I think of how your voice softens when you say my name, how even a whisper from you feels like direction. I find my way not through signs or stars, but through the steady pull, not willed it is enduring, and in its constancy I find my it is enduring. You once told me that real love does not demand it listens. I carry that truth with me like a secret blessing. You listen not only to my words but to my pauses. You understand the difference between my practiced smiles and my genuine laughter. You are not my rescue, you are my reflection, showing me what it means to be whole, without losing the ache of longing. I have learned that love does not compete us, it clarifies us, through you. Sometimes I think love is the most courageous form of faith. It asks us to trust in what we cannot measure, to follow a feeling rather than a map. Each day that passes, I find myself tracing invisible paths that always lead to the same truth. You are the gentle north that calls to me, the magnetic pull I cannot and will not tree. I carry your love quietly, as one might carry light, carefully, reverently, knowing it has the power to guide even the darkest night. You are not my destination, you are my journey, my compass, and my reason to keep moving. The world might one day forget our names, but I know it will never erase. There are loves that blaze and fade, and then there are loves that hum beneath the surface forever. Ours belongs to the latter. Even when duty draws me away, even when silence fills the space between us, your essence lives within every decision. You remind me to choose compassion, to lead with love, to move through the world with gentleness. In that way, you are not just my direction, you are my integrity, and though the world may change, there are moments when I stand before the mirror and see not a princess, but a woman in love of all. Radiant in those moments, I realize how deeply is true. I have stopped hiding from my heart. Instead, I wear it openly, knowing that to love you is both a privilege and a promise. I no longer fear where this path leads, whether toward you. You have taught me that love is not possession, it is guidance, a shared compass that points us toward our better selves. When I think of you, I do not ache with loss. I glow with gratitude for that I could. If eternity were measured not in time, but in feeling, then we have already touched infinity. I no longer seek grand decorations. I seek the quiet certainty that even unseen I walk through uncertainty with calmness. The reason I look toward tomorrow without fear. Wherever fate leads, I know my compass will point back to you, not as an obsession, but as truth. Love in its purest form asks for nothing but remembrance. And I will remember, even when oceans lie between us, even when the years unfold into distance. And so, if one day the world grows quiet, and my name becomes just an echo in history's chamber, know this, you were the center of my map, the reason I learned how to navigate not through rules. You are not simply a chapter in my story, you are the compass that gave the story meaning. If I ever falter, it will be your light I follow. If I ever find peace, it will be in the memory of your guidance. And in this life, and whatever comes beyond it, my soul will always move toward yours, for you are my true north.